I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, even from childhood. I think there's an entrepreneur gene because that's something, perhaps I just saw that around me a lot with my family, seamstresses, my bakers, that kind of thing. And so I just always thought that to have control of your life, you got to have your own business. And so when I was young, I used to have that sell lemonade kind of mentality, babysitting. So that was always in my gene pool. As I got older, I think if you're asking specifically about why I started this business, I was in corporate America for many, many years. And at 9/11, we got downsized, both my business partner, Peggy, and myself. And it was a good time to sit and think about, what is the next act in your life and what do you want to do? And we had actually talked about having this type of business from before we left the corporation where we worked. So this 9/11, I would say, gave us an opportunity to really just execute on what we were talking about before. The recession could be looked at as a positive thing for us this go around because it gave us a chance to really take a breath and stop and rejigger our business or restructure, streamline, whatever you want to call it. But these are some things that probably should have been done, and we just never had a chance to do that. So one of the things that we restructured was, of course, our expenses. Because in a recession, you want to be as lean as possible. And we thought we were running lean. But whenever you have a recession or some kind of downturn and you have to go back and take a look, you realize there's more you could cut and more you could cut. So we literally cut our expenses down from $25,000 a month to $3,500 a month. And that was a huge savings for us. And this is just looking at all the little things. I mean, I'm going to include some downsizing of people in that, but things like going to low-cost networking events, that's no more than $25. Low-cost or free is always good. We look for a lot of free things. We cut out our business travel. With our consultants, it was no more lunches. Like the total entertainment aspect got diluted. No, because we were very clear with our team as to why we're doing this. And they know. We sat down, we had a meeting, we said, it's do or die in a recession time. And these are things that we just find. We weren't the only ones that were doing it. Our clients were they were also doing this. So it was not as big a deal as if everyone is having lunches and we're not the only ones. So it worked out really well. It's changed, and I don't think a lot of it is going to go back to the way it used to be because people are really more considerate now. We don't know when we're going to go backwards again. We're starting to come out, or so people say, we're starting to climb out of this, but you never know when you're going to fall back. So I think it's just prudent to run as lean as possible. My partner motivates me. I know some people said not having a partner is probably is the way people should go. You hear horror stories. But I think my partner and I have a good balance, a good motivational aspect of it. Because if I'm not feeling chipper and perky, she's the Katie Couric of the two, and she's the chipper one. She can say something to me to help, get me going. I stay motivated just simply by waking up and knowing that I'm in charge of my destiny and that my bills have to be paid and I'm totally in charge of whether or not that happens. And I stay motivated because I also know that there are young women that are looking at us and want to model us. And that's something that's very important to me. I support young women who want to go into business 1,000%. And we do try to be a role model for them, Peggy and myself. And that motivates me a lot, especially when someone comes up to me and say, oh my God, I saw what you did with your business and I really would love to do that. That gives me a lot of strength and motivation.